Ugh. Sometimes you just need to get away. Away from home, away from work, away from the city. Sometimes you just gotta get in your car, drive 4 hours, sleep in the car, and then wake up and hike several miles so you can see Temple Crag at Big Pine Lakes. But first, I'm gonna need a coffee. Quick bathroom break, we're almost there. Coffee, finished. Now we're working on a rest and peach flavored liquid death. Delicious. While we make our way out of the town of Lone Pine, the gateway to Mount Whitney, the location of the Alabama Hills. Driving through here, I'm just reminded of my last epic trip I went through here, my Highway 395 solo adventure, where I explored the Alabama Hills, and I explored this town, and it's just bringing back good memories and good vibes. And now we're on our way to the town of Big Pine, where hopefully I'll find somewhere nice I can park the car and sleep for the night. I also need something to eat because I'm starving. And then we just gotta take it easy because I have a very big day ahead of me tomorrow. I'll check in with you guys when we get to Big Pine. Coppertop BBQ, how I've missed you. You already know it's a good trip because we found cows. Look at the babies. The baby and the baby. I could just sit here and watch them for hours. Coppertop BBQ. Delicious with portions absolutely too big to finish. Anyway, let me show you where I'm sleeping tonight. Ugh. Anyway, the trailhead's like 20 minutes that way into the mountain. Let me get my sleeping arrangements set up and I'll check in with you in a few. Was getting pretty freaking cozy, and then I realized I never got a clip showing you guys my bedtime setup. This is my bed. I'm in the back of my car. There it is. Got this cool little fan, keep me cool when I'm sleeping. It's USB powered, so it's gonna go all night. And it's around 9 p.m. I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, fellas. Let's do this. All right, well, I just got to the trailhead. I'm gonna make breakfast up at Lake 2, but right now, I'm gonna have a little snack from Coppertop BBQ. You already know we're talking about Hawaiian rolls. Truly the breakfast of champions. All right, well, the sun is starting to rise. The stream next to me is flowing like crazy. We're hitting the trail. We got like a couple hours to the first lake. Let's get going. All right, well, welcome to the Inyo National Forest. We got a big hike ahead of us. Let me show you where we're going. First, we're here. Then we're going to the first lake and the second lake. Second lake's where we're having breakfast. Then we're going third lake, fourth lake, fifth lake, sixth lake, seventh lake, Summit Lake, Black Lake, back home. That's the plan. That water is flowing. Big flows, big falls. Onwards. We are going that way. By the way, note for anyone interested in backpacking or sleeping out in the woods here, wilderness permits are required for overnight use. So even though I'm doing a big day hike and I slept in my car, I don't need a permit. But if I was gonna backpack to Lake 1 or 2 or 3 and I wanted to set up and have a tent, you gotta get a permit and they go really fast. I would love to backpack here. I've never been backpacking. It would be the first time, but it's just ridiculously pretty. that a cool tree? I like that tree. Ugh. So this early portion starts kind of over there where the trees are. It's a lot of switchbacks up and down, and then a long straight right here along the mountain before wrapping around and getting up to where I am now, where it's more switchbacks. They're pretty gradual. It's not too tough. I think I'm just hungry, but almost food time. The John Muir Wilderness. You know, John Muir, he's the GOAT, protector of nature, speaks for the trees, just like the Lorax. Well, who's John Muir? He was this big environmentalist guy that spent a lot of time in Yosemite, herding sheep through the Sierra Nevadas, and he was like, man, this place is super sick, this is important, we have to protect these places. And then him and Teddy Roosevelt became buddies. He brought Teddy Roosevelt camping, and on that camping trip, Teddy Roosevelt was like, whoa, we should make a national park system and protect national parks and public spaces. And they became best friends. And then, you know, John Muir kept fighting. There's some other stuff that happened, but I'll link in the description to a podcast I listened to a while ago that tells you all about him, because he's like the best ever. Also, My First Summer in the Sierra Nevadas, amazing book. And look at this. There's a little turnoff for this waterfall right here. I might have a snack and a seat. Damn, it's flowing. Oh! Very cool. Wow. Talk about a crib. So what you're looking at here is silent film star Lon Chaney's cabin that was built for him in the early 1920s. There he is. That's our guy. This is his cabin. Lon Chaney loved to relax and fish in the mountains, so in 1929 he hired renowned architect Paul Revere Williams to design and build a summer cabin for him and his family. He passed away a few months after the cabin was built, so he didn't get to enjoy it for long, and in 1964 the location became part of the John Muir Wilderness and used for the Park Service. Pretty cool. Well, we got our first look at Temple Crag. Check it out. That means we're getting close to First Lake. That way. You don't have any idea how excited I am to see this lake right now. I am struggling. And this is the first one of like 7. But the second lake, that's what we're headed to right now. We're gonna get a better view of Temple Crag. We're gonna cook some breakfast. We're gonna make some coffee. I desperately need coffee. But I just had to stop and look at First Lake because this is crazy. Look at that. Also, you know what sucks? I paused my All Trails map while I was hiking for like an hour. So I don't even know how far I've gone, but it says I've gone like 3.5 miles. So really I've probably gone like 4.5 and I am dying. All right, yeah, maybe it was worth it. Pretty happy with this. I'm trying to get down to like sand or something, but I keep accidentally walking into people's campsites. Whoops. We are now making our way down to the sandy shore where we'll cook breakfast. I'm so excited to eat. I mean, this is ridiculous. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Shit, I'm trying to find somewhere to sit and eat, but I'm getting attacked by bugs. I think it's because I'm so close to the water. They're all over me. We're gonna move up a little bit. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, well, I'm gonna try and cook something to eat, but I'm being attacked by bugs. It's not exactly the serene, chill vibe I was going for. I wonder if the GoPro is picking up all these bugs, because it's ridiculous. I'm just doing this. Maybe I should go up on the rocks for lunch, because these bugs aren't going away. So, I know a spot. There's still like bugs everywhere, but it's way less than there was closer to the water. But these guys are nasty, so let's get cooking. Today for breakfast, we are having mountain berry cobbler. Shout out Peak Refuel for giving me these sick meals. They didn't give it to me, I bought them, but still, this is what we're gonna eat. We've got our trusty Jetboil flash that we used last time. We are gonna make something delicious. Something delicious. I think one just went in my ear. I think a mosquito just went in my ear. You know, this whole time, I'm just thinking about how cool that cabin was. Imagine you've got a cabin like 3 miles deep in the woods. Maybe you pack some horses or hike on out with you and your buddies. And it's just a crib. I mean, it was giant. You got a pool table in there. Got cooking meals in there. It's just a great time all around. Someday I'm gonna have a cabin. I have no idea where, but maybe I'll build a cabin. That's even cooler. Oh shit. It just boils really fast, that's all. Don't forget to remove the oxygen absorber. It's funny, right now, they're just like cubes, little cubes of stuff. See what I mean? And then I'm gonna pour this hot water in it, close it for 10 minutes, and then it's gonna be a meal. It's insane how that works. All right. Let that stand for 5 minutes, set a timer. Well, now that we're waiting on our peach cobbler, I say we get some coffee ready. Boiling, I'm gonna let it sit for a second so the coffee's not too hot. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Hot. Definitely still too hot. Oh. Food time. Let's go. Come on now. Come on now. It looks like warm yogurt with berries and nuts in it. So that sounds pretty good to me, actually. Oh my God. What are we talking about? All right, mountain berry cobbler, pound cake, granola, heavy cream, strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Ridiculous. I'm gonna get in that water. After I eat this, I'm gonna get in that water, and it's gonna feel amazing. Let's give the coffee a try. Too hot. Tastes good, but too hot. Oh, okay, I didn't get this on video for obvious reasons, but I just threw up my breakfast. I think maybe I'm altitude sickness or something about mountain berry cobbler doesn't. So, baby. Never get mountain berry cobbler again. It tasted so good when I was eating it. I don't know what happened. I just threw it all up. It's all right there. Oh, my head is pounding. I don't know why this happened. I was totally fine a minute ago. I don't think I'm gonna do all 7 lakes today. I think I'm happy at 2 with our Temple Crag over there. Oh my God, I feel disgusting. There's vomit everywhere. If I look at it, it makes it worse. All right, I need to sit a minute. I'll check in a minute. So it's been about an hour and a half of off and on vomiting. It's like every time I stand up, I just gotta vomit again. So I've just painted this rock with peachberry cobbler. Well, even saying the word just tickled my tongue. I'm gonna finally try and stand up and make my way down the trail and get back to the car. Now, this is not a failure. This is just a setback. I'll come back here someday, I'll do 7 lakes. I'll do the glacier, I'll do it all. But it's not happening today. And you gotta know when to call it, that's important. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away. And I think it's time I walked away. All right, I made it like 30 feet away, found some shade, sat back down. I think just being so close to the vomit was reactivating it and making me sick. If I sit away from it for a while and rest, I'll be back at it. Passing first lake, I feel absolutely horrendous, but we gotta get back to the car somehow, so onwards. Feeling better. I mean, not a lot, but enough to walk. I've been taking a lot of breaks. Ideally, I think when we get back to the cabin, I'm gonna take a break there, have a snack, and then keep moving. Well, we have made our way back to the cabin. I'm feeling much better, which is nice because I felt awful earlier. I just made great friends. We chatted about fishing and family and hiking and everything. It was really nice. And now I think I'm gonna go in this water right here. Check it out. I didn't get to go in the lakes, but I will get to go in the streams. Woo! Woo! Oh, I stole my glasses on. I gotta take these glasses off because I'm gonna get fully submerged. Woo! You know, the trip's had some hiccups, but overall I'm very happy with how things are going. We made it to some water. We're going in. Oh, I'm floating. I am floating down the stream. Okay, so as you can probably tell, it's really, really freaking cold, but I feel so much better. Hey, look, I don't know about the science on cold plunges. I don't know its effectiveness. All I know is that when I jump in really, really cold water and climb out, I feel like I'm a superhero. So if you have the opportunity to, you should find some really cold mountain water. You should strip down and you should get in it, fully submerged. And yeah, you might feel better if you had like peach cobbler sickness from earlier in the day. I just met like the cutest family ever. They were so nice. I saw them sitting here. I said, hey, mind if I dip my toes in with y'all? And we just chatted and talked. And the kid was being really nice. I got to give the kid a high five and a fist bump. And it just was pleasant. It was like really pleasant. So basically when I was coming down from the second lake and I was really sick and I was feeling awful, I was like, man, why do I go out there and do this stuff? Like, It's so taxing on your body. I feel physically sick. I just vomited for an hour. Why am I here? And then I get to the cabin and I meet people and I'm somewhere beautiful and I'm like, oh, this is why I do it. Because nothing's better than this. Making new friends in the woods and just talking about life. I'm so happy right now. Anyway, y'all are probably getting tired of hearing me rant or whatever. I'll check in with you when I'm done soaking. Get out of my face. Well, I am feeling fully recovered. I don't see myself having any trouble making my way down this mountain. I've had a very refreshing dip, and I think it's time to reward myself with a little treat. I'm talking about a nice little treat from the Netherlands, a Dutch stroopwafel. Literally meaning in Dutch, syrup waffle. Now typically these are, I'll open it and I'll show you. Okay, mine's kind of falling apart. My first ever girlfriend showed me these when I was like 18 and they've become a favorite ever since. But basically what you do is, you take your stroopwafel, you put it on a pot of coffee, and you let it warm up and melt the syrups inside, and you get it, and you take a bite. I just don't feel like cooking coffee right now, so I'm just gonna eat it like a snack, but it's really, really good. All right, stroopwafels consumed. Let's make our way back to the car. You know, I could really go for a McDonald's iced coffee right now, and I'm at least 3 hours away from that. So we need to get a move on. Hey, that's that waterfall we stopped at earlier. We are almost home. And by home, I mean my car, and then a 4-hour drive to home. Anyway, I want to tell you guys a bit about the music and the podcast I've been listening to on this hike, because I've been listening to some bangers. First of all, best hiking album of all time for me personally has got to be Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. There's just something about it that gets me going, gets me hiking. I've also been listening to this really sick outlaw cowboy podcast called Legends of the Old West. And I'm like 5 episodes deep into a 6-part Jesse James series where he talks about all the debauchery he was up to, from robbing banks, robbing trains, killing people, him and his brother Frank, the James gang going crazy. Also good for hiking. I don't know, I like the cowboy stuff. You gotta walk all the way over there, down there, into those trees, and then like over around there. We got a ways to go. Almost there, one step closer to that McDonald's iced coffee. Man, don't you just love a good bridge? Rushing water, hard wood. Love it. You know, speaking of cowboys, growing up, my dad taught me about the great cowboy rules. I think it was from like a TV show he watched as a kid. But one of the things was, you always have to say hello to someone you pass on the trail. If you're riding horseback in between cities, you're a cowboy, gotta say hello. If you're hiking on a trail and you pass somebody, you gotta say hello. I've passed probably 40 people overall today, maybe less, maybe 30. I've said hi to all of them. Only one group of 2 people said nothing in return. They did not follow the cowboy code. But that's okay. They're probably just like huffing and puffing. See what I mean though? Bridges, man. Well, we are back. Now, if you asked me 4 hours ago how I thought the trip was going, I would tell you that it's a complete and utter failure, and then I would probably start vomiting in a bush. However, the past 3 hours since then have been lovely. I spent some time at the cabin, hung out in the creek, made new friends, ate stroopwafel, drank liquid death, and now I'm back at the whip. I feel refreshed, I feel amazing. And I just couldn't be happier. So, you know, it all works out in the end. We're going to get that coffee now, and I'll check in with you when I get it. Bye! Well, it's not McDonald's iced coffee, but it'll do. I thought it would be good to get something to eat since everything I ate for breakfast came back out through my mouth. And I haven't really had anything other than that since like 3 a.m. when I had 2 Hawaiian rolls. So we're getting a burger and some fries, and we're gonna make the long drive back to Hollywood. Yeah.
And firework, you change the menu.
Very good barbecue sauce, got just a little bit of kick to it. Well, that was delicious, and I've got a coffee to go, so I think it's time we hit the road. I pulled over and took a nap because I was really tired, and there's like no rush. I have nowhere to be. So I just woke back up, and now I'm gonna get back in the car and drive home. Well, I'm about an hour from home, and I just got done listening to 6 hours of the Legends of the Old West podcast, particularly season 3, which documents the rise and fall of epic cowboy outlaw Jesse James and his brother Frank. And it was insane. Crazy story. I mean, it's literally Red Dead in real life, but before Red Dead. I'm gonna link it in the description because it's super, super, super cool. I'll see you at the crib. Tiny elevator, lots of stuff. Whew. I am pooped. Let's do a little recap though. You know, as you've seen, not everything went according to plan. But I feel like all of my adventures, something goes wrong, whether it's forgetting my spork or getting lost on a 4x4 road, like something has to go wrong every time. So it only made sense that I got violently ill from my breakfast. I left Hollywood around 1 p.m., so I had ample time to get to Big Pine, make a stop at REI, and figure out where I was going to sleep for the night. So once I got to Big Pine, I stopped at Coppertop for a barbecue, best barbecue in the area, hands down, not even close. And then I looked for somewhere to park the car for the night. What I found was next to the Baker Creek campground, if you go a little bit past it, there's a long forest road, and there's tons of pullouts. So I pulled into one of those. I'll put the exact pin in the description so you can check it out if you're ever on a trip. And it was big. You fit an RV. And then I edited for a while and then went to bed. I woke up really early at like 4 a.m., was at the trailhead by like 5, which was, I think, the perfect start time because I didn't have to hike with the headlamp at all. It was bright the whole time, and I stayed out of the sun for the first half of the hike. Honestly, on the way up to Lakes 1 and 2, it is pretty gradual as far as incline goes. It's nothing intense, but I could tell I wasn't really feeling it, and of course, my decision to not complete the 7-lake loop was cemented by the fact that I got kind of sick. One thing I noticed, when I tried to go down to the water at Lake 2, I was swarmed with bugs, like mosquitoes everywhere. I couldn't even sit and have something to eat. I had to climb back up on the rocks. So swimming at the lake itself might not be super great right now. And then I found somewhere pretty to sit and I had my meal. And well, you guys know how that turned out. My highlight, honestly though, my highlight of the entire trip has got to be the Lone Chaney cabin, because it's like straight out of a movie the way this thing is designed. It's big, beautiful stone cabin, nice walkway leading out, and then like 15 feet from the front door is a stream. And when I got back to there, I ran into the family that I met, and one of them was fishing, and the kid was playing in the water. And it's like, it just reminded me why I love going camping and hiking. Like, it's the little moments like that that make it all worth it. So I stayed at the cabin for like an hour, just hung out, went swimming, and then made my way back. On my way back, I stopped in the town of Lone Pine, the portal to Mount Whitney, and I went to the Totem Cafe, which is somewhere I went on my original Highway 395 road trip. Always a classic, no complaints there. Then I drove home and got Panda Express, and now I'm here. And as you can see, I gotta build my bed real quick, and I gotta clean up and organize, but it's another one for the books, fellas, I gotta say. It is truly another one for the books. I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and if you have any ideas on where I should go next, or any suggestions or tips to improve my hiking skills in the future, please let me know, because I'm just figuring it all out on my own. But I don't know what I'm doing for next week's video. We'll have to wait and find out. Until then, happy hiking, and I'll see you next week.